Here we go, folks. It's happening right in our face. If y'all not familiar with the movie Songbird that just came out, a few YouTubers, shout out Black Ops Grief. It was a few more, man, that posted about this. I posted about this on my Facebook channel, but I spoke on it in another one of my videos as well, this coronavirus or pandemic mutation. And here we go. This is it. This is Songbird. Like, we know that they like to drop jewels and drop truth in movies because it's reverse psychology, and we were taught that what goes on in movies is simply not true and it was all created in Hollywood. Well, that's the reverse psychology aspect of the whole situation. Let's take a look at this clip. Excuse me for this
There's
background
never
noise.
been a better time to experience SiriusXM. Get a great offer right now at SiriusXM.com. Discover what's waiting for you.
Here we go. Ad is ended.
And this is a Fox News alert.
Oh my, do y'all see what's going on with my phone? My phone is tweaking. This is a brand new phone, so it's obvious that they have it hacked. This never happened, and this is just going on for the first time right now while I'm making this video. You guys see what's going on. This is just crazy. This is a brand new phone, straight out of the box. Let me try to click back on this so you guys can see. We all know how the hacking of all devices go. If it's Wi-Fi compatible or Bluetooth compatible, it's hackable.
And this is a Fox News alert. You are looking live at a distribution center in Mississippi where Moderna's newly approved vaccine is set to ship out this morning, as the CDC is now issuing new guidance warning of COVID-19 vaccine allergic reactions. In a statement, they said, if you have ever had a severe allergic reaction to any ingredient in a COVID-19 vaccine, CDC recommends that you should not get that specific vaccine. If you have had a severe allergic reaction to other vaccines or injectable therapies, you should ask your doctor if you should get a COVID-19 vaccine. Joining us now to discuss is Dr. Kanta Ahmed, pulmonologist at NYU.
What's funny about this, what are the other alternatives? Any of those things, ask your primary doctor if it's suitable for you to take the vaccine if you have all these adverse reactions to it. So with something being mandatory, or they're pushing for automatic vaccination or Project Warp Speed, just think about it. That's a catch-22 within itself, people. That's first they tell us that the whole world needs it, but you have people who they clearly acknowledge that can't take it because of adverse effects. Let's continue.
Langone. Doctor, welcome to the show, and thank you for being here. Obviously, a lot to unpack here. First, I want to get your take on Moderna, on the vaccine, on the fact that many people will soon have access to it. And if you can also give us your take, in that same breath, perhaps, on the reactions and some concerns people have about allergic reactions to taking that vaccine.
So the Moderna, like the Pfizer vaccine, is an incredible technology. If you read really about the molecular biology involved, they're injecting proteins that are extremely similar to the spike protein in the corona.
That's them trying to butter it up. They tell you that the research and development in it is incredible. Or whatever the fuck you said, but that's them trying to dress it up for you. Just notice how the article start. It's telling you that the coronavirus mutation, not vaccine resistant, current future surgeon generals believe. So if that's the case, then that means that the vaccine that they're pushing is pointless, basically. It's pointless to the new mutation. So if they are correct and what they're saying are true, or whether it's an instrument of war, far-wise, as to create uncertainty with the virus and the vaccine, whatever. Now, if they're saying this about it, then what is the sole purpose of us taking a vaccine in the first place? If it's resistant to the new vaccination that they have rolling out. Let's continue.
Coronavirus, and that sets our immune system in motion, which is so intelligent. Within a few weeks, we'll have antibodies to this virus, which, by the way, will cover many variations of the virus that we're now encountering. The allergic reactions are entirely expected. Let's put it in perspective. Only 6 allergic reactions in over 272,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine now administered. So it's a very minuscule chance. And I think that
You see how they try to play on the numbers there? It's only such and such amount of adverse effects when it comes to 200 plus thousand doses. And that's just like the death rate in this COVID-19. Like the survival rate is 99.4 or some shit like that, bro. And just look at the percentage of it. If they're saying that out of 200 plus thousand people who took it, they only had 6 people who died from it. Just imagine how we have over 5 million plus cases worldwide. So we have to take in effect the how many people are going to die then when you're comparing it to 5 plus million people who actually contracted the coronavirus.
actually have food allergies. I'm planning to get the vaccine. So minor allergies, latex allergy, food allergies, allergies to dyes and so on, in terms of food dyes, should not prohibit you. But if you've ever had an allergic reaction to the flu vaccine or to, let's say, intravenous contrast that you need for a CT scan, this Pfizer vaccine you may skip. Even so, each patient that's getting the vaccine at NYU, they're doing this, is watched for 30 minutes so that we know if someone has a reaction, there is preparation to treat that immediately. We know how to treat allergic reactions. That's much more reversible than a severe case of COVID-19. So this is not anything to be alarmed about, and it's not surprising.
You know, you talked about the vaccine and what it can and can't address. On that topic, the UK has imposed new lockdowns. They're trying to curb a new COVID-19 strain that's out there. They're saying that it's more contagious. Would a vaccine like the ones we're seeing come out in the United States right now, would that address different strains, or would you need a separate vaccine to address each strain of the virus?
So because both the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine work at several different places to deter the coronavirus spike protein, this new, we think it's a mutation that they're seeing in the southeast of England and now London, is addressed by the current vaccines. That's absolutely likely to be treated. We're also seeing, even though this thing seems to be very transmissible in London, they've detected 23 new letters in the viral code in this new version of the coronavirus, which is spreading very rapidly. Even though it's spreading rapidly, it's not resulting in more severe disease. I think what's going to become difficult and already apparent is that this may not be as containable as previous versions of the coronavirus vaccine. I'm very worried as my family lives in London and they are in Britain. And so this is a concern, but it is not representing more severe disease. And the vaccines actually will address this. It makes it even more important for Americans and British people and people around the world to be quickly vaccinated. Wow. Britain is slightly ahead. 350,000 people have been vaccinated.
This is the fear mongering right here. So they create or say that this new mutation of the coronavirus is out. Once it was already put into movie in particular, Songbird. So they play on that, tell everybody what a movie told us before the mainstream media really start covering it. And they expect people to just be dumb. I don't understand, like, and it's gonna be people who really fall for this shit, bro. But whatever, let's continue.
Vaccinated already in a short period of time. They had 1 week head start above the US, I think, in that.
Doctor, we're running out of time, unfortunately, but thank you so much for joining us today with your insight.
Jedediah, my pleasure, and Merry Christmas. And everybody should be confident.
Merry Christmas.
These vaccines are a remarkable solution.
Merry Christmas.
Good morning, Miss Garcia.
Good morning, sunshine. I miss you. I could kiss you right now.
Someday.
Curfew is now in effect. All unauthorized citizens must stay indoors.
Tensions rise as we enter the 213th week of lockdown.
Grim new reality emerges.
COVID-23 has mutated.
Beginning thermal scan. Thermal scan normal.
A horrifying new development
New
today.
data confirms the virus attacks the brain tissue.
Hey, whoa! I'm immune!
Worldwide death toll rises to over 110 million.
All infected Americans are being forced into quarantine camps.
Sarah, what's going on?
Department of Sanitation.
Sarah, talk to me.
I think my neighbor has a fever.
It'll be so much easier if you just open the door. Mrs. Grant, you have visitors.
Sarah, please. Sarah, open that door. Sarah, do not open that door.
Beginning thermal scan. 3, 2, 1. Anomaly detected. Armed guards will be arriving in 4 to 6 hours. You must not attempt to leave your home, or you
Now, y'all saw how it was all ran on the application, a phone, a mobile device, application was ran on a phone to detect whether you had it or not. It sounds a lot like that nanoparticle, that nanotechnology in full effect, operating with applications and smart devices and things of that nature. To me, like I said, this is what it seems like to me.
will be shut on site.
This is my message to you. I know you're in there.
They're coming. I have to let you go.
No. Sarah!
Say goodbye to me.
Sarah, I'm not letting you give up.
This is my message.
Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to survive.
I'm trying to save the one person left in my life that matters to me.
I can't help you. What you're talking about is illegal.
Every little thing gonna be alright. And remember, stay safe, sane, and sanitized.
This is an ad to...
What more proof do people need? Like literally. At this point, these people are literally rubbing it in our face. To them, it's just a joke. It's money. And people would see this and take it as a complete joke. Totally not connecting the dots. To me, people who fall for things like this deserve to be tricked. That's just in my personal opinion, because it really don't get no clearer than this. It really don't. It don't take a scientist or a genius to read between the lines. It don't. It just don't. And if people still believe in the government and believe that the government have our best interests at hand, people are sadly mistaken. History has showed us time and time again that the government do not care about its people. To them, we are basically like how they view cattle. Like we are property to these people. We literally are. We are a check to these people. And they collect. The state gets paid when we die. So on and so forth, bro. It's just like so easy to see through the bullshit to the people who are really woken, bro. And I don't even mean to detour off into this whole spiritual aspect, but it definitely plays a lot into that, bro. It plays a lot into that, bro. And like I said, people are really lost, bro.
Well, some of our viewers have raised
Let's just look
questions
at this
about
right
some
here.
video we showed you.
Now, look, the reverse psychology that they used on this was that even though they were the ones who made the mistake on national TV, they still flipped it like a fucking narcissist, bro, and made the people who shared this video out to be the villains. So to whoever shared this clip that y'all are about to witness right now, they deemed these people and everybody who shared it as anti-vaxxers. So we're not allowed to share a video clip pointing out the obvious without them flipping it and making it seem like the people who shared the video is the actual problem.
Earlier this evening from today's UMC event, specifically the second vaccine that was administered. Now we have some close-up video you're only going to see on 9 tonight, and apologies to those who are squeamish when it comes to needles. Now in the video, you can see the UMC healthcare worker with his sleeve rolled up, but when it comes time for the injection, look at the top of the syringe. It appears the person administering the shot doesn't really push down on the plunger. It actually looks like the plunger is already depressed. Now, our viewers wondering whether the worker received the vaccine at all. Now, for comparison, here is a look at one of the other injections administered just moments later to a woman. And you can see this plunger is clearly pushed down all the way. And then when we show them to you side by side, you might notice a difference. KTSM reached out to UMC for comment this evening and shared the raw footage that we captured today. A spokesperson maintains all 5 healthcare workers were given full doses of the vaccine, but the hospital is taking a closer look at our video.
Grady Judd, let's listen in.
My bad for even clicking on that next video. Now, you witnessed it right there. And they still had the nerve to lie and say that all patients receive a full dose of the vaccine when we could clearly see that they did not. So what they did, after the cameras cut off, they gave him another shot in his left shoulder. Like, come on, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. And watch this. Black Panther actor right here who shared the same video, right? This is the backlash she suffered. You see how they try to deem her an anti-vaxxer, meaning that she stand against being vaccinated, so she's the enemy of the state. Let's paint her as the villain because there's a pandemic going on right now, and she's saying, or she's sharing information that could stop people from wanting to take the vaccine, which she has a valid reason. The needle we saw what we saw. It was on national TV, bro. Like, so it's like, why would they try to condemn her and make it saying, here's her response. Let's see her response, just so we can see. Right here, the last sentence of the last paragraph, y'all see. It says that she added, let's say, engaging with multiple user accounts online. Right further stated, she wasn't suggesting not to take the COVID-19 vaccine, just that she was concerned about what's in it. She added, I think it's valid and fair to simply ask what's in it. But when you question things like that, you are deemed an enemy. You see how they control, manipulate, and herd the sheep, they play solely on words, and they use the mainstream media and social media to attack anyone who goes against or question their ulterior motive. This is a fine example of reverse psychology right now, or we're going to make them deemed or seen as the enemy for even questioning taking it, even though they saw what they saw. The world is wicked, man. The world is wicked. So it's like we really can't even express ourselves or ask questions without it being wrong. So they don't want us to ask questions. They want us to shut the fuck up and roll with it. If we have a concern, take it up with ourselves in our head. Don't voice your concerns, basically, or you're gonna get bashed across social media, the internet, and so on and so forth, bro. You see how they flip society? All with psychological propaganda. And people do not see this, and so many people cannot comprehend or fathom what's actually going on. And I am convinced that a lot of people enjoy living in the matrix because a lot of people can't handle the truth. Just like Jack Nicholson said in The Shining, the truth, you can't handle the truth. Or whatever movie it was. Sorry if I quoted it wrong, but I believe it was Jack Nicholson who said that famous line. A lot of people cannot simply handle the truth, even when it's staring them right in their face, because they became so comfortable with this matrix, this 3D world, or their life, just basically being out of fear, bro, being able to allow themselves to be controlled solely by fear. It's crazy. That's why we are losing as species right now. I'm gonna say the human race. I'm not talking about no certain creed or ethnic background, nationality. It don't matter if you're black, white, purple. But us as humans, that's why we're losing right now against these evil NPSs and organic portals and narcissists. These people who literally do not have a soul, because to rape, lie, plunder, steal, pillage, whatever, to do all this shit on a grand scale like these people are doing, you have to be one evil motherfucker. Heartless, soulless, selfish motherfucker, bro. Those are facts, bro. Newly elected one. Sad out. Shit's sad, bro.